Okay, so we're gonna take off from here, and we're gonna go mid Dumbarton Bridge. We're gonna turn towards the sunken ship here, and then from here, probably towards the Toll Plaza. You know, kind of go around, you know, over the shore towards Oakland. Depends on what they want us. Sometimes they may want us to go over 880. So we're gonna go over 880, and then there's Treasure Island. Once we get over here, we may, you know, we'll go to Golden Gate and call them. Well, I mean, we'll be in contact, but here we just might have to make sure that we are cleared into Class Bravo and head down the shore. This is the the Bayshore Freeway. It says, you know, stay north of the Bayshore Freeway, which means stay on the side of this. Otherwise, if you want, we can go towards Half Moon Bay and come via Half Moon Bay. Up to you.
That's good.
Which one? Does Half Moon Bay one?
Half Moon Bay, yeah.
Okay.
So we have to stay at 2100 or less.
Yeah, if we go to Half Moon Bay, we can...
in this first part.
In this first part, they'll give us altitudes anyway, but probably 1500, because here is 2100, but you know, here the section is 1500, so we want to make sure that we stay below this. That's why, you know, when it says mid-span San Mateo and then sunken ship, if you go, you're right at the corner of this 1500 thing. Okay.
Remember the ATIS frequency.
Let's start the engine, is 135.275.
Advise on initial contact, you have information, Juliet.
Propeller high.
Yeah, no, you can open it a little bit, just don't pump it. Clear my side.
Should I yell out on my side as well?
One yell should suffice, I think. Brakes. Pump it. Oh, hold on. Stop some. Prime. Just, yeah. And turn it back to off, the ignition first. Like 3 times, at least. A cold morning, so you may want to pump like 3.5 or something. Okay, let's try. Yep. Oil pressure is coming up. Yep. Okay, so yep.
Landing at a party runway 31, GPS approach in use. Hazardous weather information available on high watch, flight watch, flight service frequencies. Use caution for bird activity on and in the vicinity of the airport. Reback hold short instructions and runway assignment. Advise ground control with departure request. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Juliet. Hello, tower formation Juliet 1647 Zulu, wind 310 at 6, visibility 30, 15,000 scattered. Temperature 11, dew point 8, altimeter 3005. Landing at a party runway 31, GPS approach in use. Hazardous weather information available on high watch, flight service frequencies. Use caution for bird activity on and in the vicinity of the airport. Reback hold short instructions and runway assignment. Advise ground control with departure request. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Juliet.
125.0.
125.0?
Yeah. So when you call them, just say, you know, we're at Papa Taxi 31 for Bay tour over Oakland.
Okay, so it's not a Dumbarton right departure.
You can say for a right Dumbarton, for a bay tour, right Dumbarton towards Oakland.
Okay, with Juliet.
Yeah.
This is tower, right?
This is ground.
Ground, okay. Palo Alto ground, Cutlass 619RG Romeo is at Papa with Juliet. Requests taxi for departure on 31 for right Dumbarton departure for a Bay Area tour.
Oh, 619RG Romeo, Palo Alto ground, runway 31, taxi via your discretion, code and request.
Taxi via hangar side 31 and waiting for code 90 Romeo. Okay.
Morning,
So she
Palo Alto
said,
ground,
oh, that your request, code on request, so basically they're
taxi with Juliet,
calling. Okay, let's go. Yeah, he's waiting for us.
214 Mike, Palo Alto ground, good morning, runway 31, taxi via your discretion.
3114 Mike.
Okay, let me take my brakes.
990 Romeo, squawk 0374.
Okay, go hangar side.
That side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Post 990 Romeo, squawk 0374.
037490 Romeo.
374.
Don't ride the brakes, just make sure you don't touch the tip of the brakes. So when you go over a bump like this, bring the controls back so you don't, put any weight on the front wheel, otherwise that sometimes it may strike the propeller.
This way, right?
Yeah, keep turning. Right down. Did you start your thing or?
Sorry?
Did you start the?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. Wind is pretty calm now. I'll just take the second one here.
Strobe, no.
Wait for the strobes until we get on the runway.
Master rate is altimeter set. Thunder and brakes. Coordinator was working. The brake, cabin doors, mine's locked. Instruments. Wrong, right?
Yeah, that's fine. It's even for IFR you're allowed 75 feet from field elevation.
Okay.
There's no requirement for IFR flights.
Flight controls. Ailerons. Fader 3.
Yeah.
There's 3.
Palo Alto ground, Cessna 733 Zulu Kilo on Romeo Row. Requesting taxi for closed traffic with Juliet.
Right, turn on the pump.
Cessna 733 Zulu Kilo, Palo Alto ground, runway 31, taxi via your discretion. Taxi runway 301 via my discretion, 3 Zulu Kilo.
Okay, pump not do much, but okay.
I don't remember the...
So can you put
enough.
just a second? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing much.
Proto 1800.
Back check.
It is. That's a pretty large drop.
Okay, so maybe we need to clean them up a little bit. So hold the brakes, add power. Just add power to like 22, 23. Okay, and lean out a little bit until you get peak. Just, you know, do it relatively slowly so you don't see, you don't exceed the peak. Yeah, just leave it there a little bit.
Okay. Then back to 1800.
No, leave it there a little bit.
Okay.
You want the high temperatures to burn off the residue on the spark plugs.
Okay.
So it has to, and I think that's Thomas Bikruta or something like that is on the mailing list.
Oh, okay.
I think that's him.
I don't think I know him by name.
I just saw him on the mailing list, and then I saw him today on the calendar. He was booked for 172. Okay, so now put the mixture back in.
262 Charlie.
And let's go to 1800.
Right down bottom, flight following Truckee.
262 Charlie Lima, Apollo to ground runway 31, taxi via your discretion. Code on request to Truckee. Take in your position.
Better?
You're in your depth of the tower. 2 Charlie Lima, taxi 31.
Okay. Both.
So just, when you do the prop, bring it until you see the drop and then bring it back in immediately.
Okay.
Okay, RPM drop. For pressure increase. And one more.
Skylane 2 Charlie Lima, squawk 4257.
4257, 2 Charlie Lima.
Slight decrease in oil pressure. Okay.
Okay. RP
Connected. Okay.
Yep. Check.
Vacuum is good. Ammeter check.
Suction gauge.
Okay.
Okay. 1000. Okay. Next radio will be NorCal departure, right?
They're gonna give us the frequency here. So right now, just go to 118.6.
Okay.
The next frequency probably is going to be, let's say I think it's 135 to 12535. Just so 12535 you can put here, and expect this to be the frequency, but.
That's partially black. Is that for 75?
Yeah.
That's Palo Alto Tower.
Yeah. So now that you're on tower, you finish the checklist, radius, wing flaps, departure time.
Furnace friction lock, wing flap 0, parking brakes.
Okay.
And then
Let's lean out if we're waiting.
Okay.
So just call Palo Alto Tower, tell them we're ready for departure.
Palo Alto Tower, Cutlass 6190 Romeo is ready for departure.
Cutlass 6190 Romeo, Palo Alto Tower, hold short, runway 31.
Hold short 3190 Romeo.
Yeah. So mixture goes in. Lights, camera, action, so transponder, lights, strobes, and landing light. Let's wait for this guy to land.
Palo Alto Tower, Cessna 733 Zulu Kilo, ready to go in sequence for close traffic.
We can put that on. Okay. Everything
Colors
looks
90 Romeo, runway 31, line up and wait, traffic right downwind, Cessna.
line up and wait, 3-1.
Line up and wait, 31, 6190 Romeo.
Cessna 60 Golf, traffic in position.
Say again, 60 Golf.
Cessna 60 Golf, traffic in position.
Traffic in position, 60 Golf.
Cessna 733 Zulu Kilo, pull off the tire, pull up, hold short, runway 31.
You hear okay now with the headset?
Oh yeah, it's much better.
07 November, taxi back each time with me, advise termination.
Okay, taxi back with you at Wolf 5, 07 November.
Okay, final looks clear.
Colors 90 Romeo, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 3190 Romeo.
Cessna 3 Zulu Kilo, runway 31, line up and wait, traffic
So
right
you
downwind,
don't have to
Cessna.
hold the brakes,
31 line up and wait,
let's
30
roll
Kilo.
it.
Okay.
Everything looks okay?
Altimeter, no need the flaps.
Yeah, don't hold the brakes, just let it go. We're not doing necessarily a short field.
Okay, our speed is alive.
Oil pressure.
Golf, turn base in 10 seconds.
Base in 10 seconds, 60 Golf.
Okay, gear comes up. As soon as you don't have
Follow to tower,
remaining runway available to land, gear comes up.
Hills, inbound for landing with information, Juliet.
Cessna 3 Zulu Kilo, right traffic, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, right traffic,
Okay.
131, 30 Kilo.
Cessna 60 Golf, number 1, runway 31.
25, manifold pressure. and
Number 1, runway
RPMs.
31, clear to land, 60 Golf.
Number 73785, Palo Alto, tower, make right traffic.
Right traffic, 3175.
Colors 90 Romeo, say route of flight for the tour.
90 Romeo will be flying over Dumbarton, sunken ship towards Oakland, then coming back over Golden Gate Bridge and Peninsula.
Colors 90 Romeo, roger, thank you.
Thank you.
Cessna 07 November, hold short, runway 31, landing traffic.
Number holding short.
Tower, helicopter 9 Foxtrot, PH&E, my risk departure, like to resume up.
Helicopter 9 Foxtrot, pause the tower, procedures requested, altimeter 3006, traffic in the upwind, Cessna climbing out of 800.
So let's stay at 1400 feet. At most.
1400?
14 at most, yeah.
Okay.
So we may hold it like 1300. Their radar resolution, from what I understand, is 300 feet.
Okay.
So, you know, if they see us at 1500, they're not sure we're in the wrong or they are.
This is 07 November, runway 31, line up and wait.
But I may be wrong. You know, maybe they've gotten newer radar since.
Tower 3 Zulu Kilo, is the Cessna in front of me staying in the pattern?
3 Zulu Kilo negative.
Roger,
Okay.
3 Zulu Kilo.
So let's set it here, you know, go to cruise 2323.
This is 60 Golf, taxi to parking via Kilo,
And,
monitor
we're
ground.
going to head in that
Parking via Kilo, monitor ground, good day, 60 Golf.
So make a turn towards like
07
heading like
November, runway
330.
31, clear for takeoff.
Wait
Okay.
for takeoff, 07 November.
and don't climb any higher. There's some clouds right here, so you may even want to go a couple of 100 feet below.
Yeah.
So just 330, keep turning, or maybe even 320 now.
Okay, I thought this was like a SFO approach.
We are below that,
Okay.
so just bring it back a little lower.
Colors 90 Romeo, remain outside Oakland, class Charlie, to advise, contact Oakland Tower 127.2.
We remain outside of Oakland, and could you give us the frequency again for 90 Romeo?
Oakland Tower 127.2 for 90 Romeo.
1272 90 Romeo, have a good day, thank you.
This is 07 November, follow the Cessna inbound on the 45 just inside of KGO.
Okay, well,
1,400.
Which tower is this?
this is Oakland.
Okay.
Oakland Tower, let
Where
me
are we?
call them.
Okay.
Oakland Tower, Cessna 6190 Romeo on a bay tour inside KGO 1400.
Cessna 6190 Romeo, Oakland Tower, ident, Oakland altimeter 3007. Maintain VFR to below 1,400 and proceed to the mid-span San Mateo Bridge.
90 Romeo, identing, remain below 1,400 VFR and remain VFR.
Point 47, heavy contact, north-south departure. Have a great flight.
Thank you, switching over 140.
Okay, so mid-span San Mateo, they consider the whole bridge. I don't see, there's the sunken ship right there.
Oh, okay.
So if you remain on this side, you have, you know, class.
Cessna 90 Romeo radar contact 9 miles southeast of Oakland Airport, the altitude.
90 Romeo, we're indicating 1,200.
Cessna 90 Romeo traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles opposite direction. Last altitude indicated 1,600, I believe, southbound Cessna.
Negative traffic, 90 Romeo.
Cessna 618 altitude.
Turning to 1,500, 618.
There's some traffic right,
right ahead of us.
Yeah, in the clouds. So,
oh, it's at 1,500, so it shouldn't.
So keep a little bit, like 320. We're gonna head towards.
Oscar 813 Oakland Tower, caution wake turbulence departed heavy Boeing 767, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
So
Clear takeoff.
this is the toll plaza. It's another reporting point. This is toll plaza over 92.
Okay.
This point here. So just keep on this heading. This will take us to Oakland.
618, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction, 1,200. We'll be climbing to 2,000 Cessna.
We're looking for 20.
So right now,
Cessna 90 Romeo, the opposite direction, traffic is 11 o'clock, 3 miles southbound, 1,200.
negative traffic, looking 90 Romeo. 11 o'clock somewhere, 3 miles. I think I see him. It's not a factor. It's
Where is he?
way left. It's about the same altitude as us, but
Oakland, good morning.
factor.
3139 on the visual runway 30.
Southwest 3139 Oakland Tower, runway 30, clear to land. Traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles northwestbound, 1,200 Cessna will remain south of your final.
We'll be looking and cleared to land 30, Southwest 3139, thanks.
Cessna 90 Romeo remains south of the runway 30, extended center line traffic, turning a 9-mile final, descending out of 3,200 Boeing 737.
remain south of 90 Romeo.
Cessna 618 radar service is terminated. Keep the code contact now.
So just keep us on this side.
Okay.
Keep
Is
turning.
that the runway?
No, that's Hayward.
Okay.
Oakland is right there. So keep turning to about heading at 300. Sorry, I'm going over the communication.
Okay, I'm focusing on the understanding. I think this time I could have replied.
Okay. Yeah, it's just, you know, there's a lot of rapid fire.
It's okay.
So, but,
It's
you know, feel free. I'll wait a little longer, so if you don't take it, I'll take it. But otherwise, I'll wait. Okay, so just fly over middle of the runway, should be okay.
okay.
Cessna 90 Romeo, climb and maintain VFR 2000.
Climb and maintain 2,000 90 Romeo.
Okay.
It's
Now,
this way.
this way. So cowl flaps open, mixture in, prop in, and start climb.
Southwest 3139, traffic is 11 o'clock, 3 miles northwestbound, 1,300. We'll be proceeding northbound over the runway 30 numbers.
Southwest 3139, thank you, we're looking.
Yeah, just don't go above 2,000 because at 2100 you have class Bravo.
Okay. So I'm crossing the field, midpoint.
Yeah. Keep climbing too. Yeah, you're climbing, that's fine.
Kaiser 65, are we ready?
C5 Oakland Tower, traffic 4.5 mile final, 737, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Kaiser 65, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
This is Oakland right here.
And Southwest 3139 has tail end traffic.
And
Southwest 3139.
this is the runway, commercial runway, and the opposite, the one further away, is
GA.
GA. Actually, there are 3 runways, but mostly 2 of them are being used.
Okay.
Okay, so just cross midfield.
And close to 2,000 now.
Yeah.
Throttle back. Prop back.
Yeah.
And
Cessna 90 Romeo, traffic 4 miles north of the field, descending out of 2,200 for 1,500, mooning contact Oakland Tower 118.3.
Negative traffic and going to 118.3 90 Romeo. Sorry. Okay, 118.3.
who's that?
Oakland Tower.
Okay.
Just call them and say altitude.
Okay.
Negative contact on the Cessna 63 Quebec.
November 63 Quebec, traffic 12 o'clock, 3.5 miles northbound at 2,000.
Roger 63 Quebec. Oakland Tower Station 2101 Zulu, with the transition San Carlos.
November 2101 Oakland Tower, Oakland altimeter 3007, cross Oakland Coliseum at maintain 2000, then proceed direct to the runway 30 numbers.
012.
November 63 Quebec, you'll pass south of your right and above you at 2,000 feet. Contact Oakland Tower 127.2.
127.2, 63 Quebec.
Oakland Tower, Cutlass 6190 Romeo is at 2,000 over the field.
That's it.
November 6190 Romeo, Oakland Tower, Oakland altimeter 3007. Keep your current heading to join the 880 northwest bound, maintain VFR out of below 2,000.
980. Go ahead.
Join on present heading 880, VFR at or below 2,000. 90 Romeo.
At or below 2,000?
Yeah. This is the Coliseum.
Okay.
So that's another reporting point, important reporting point. And I think the lake here is called Lake Chabot. Let's see. So out of Oakland, Coliseum.
November 01 Zulu, traffic 1 o'clock, 2.5 miles
lower down,
northwest
it's Lake
bound,
Chabot.
Cessna 1900.
Yeah, looking 012.
November 90 Romeo, traffic passing 2 miles off of the head to your right, Cessna 2000 descending.
Negative traffic, 90 Romeo. Do you see him?
At 012, have traffic inside.
November 01 Zulu, thanks. November 01 Zulu, contact Oakland Tower 127.2, good day.
Okay.
212, yeah.
November 90 Romeo, that traffic no factor, contact NorCal approach 120.9, or good day.
120.9 NorCal, 90 Romeo.
Okay. 209.
120. So where are we for reporting?
No, well, you just say altitude. They have you on the radar.
Okay. This is NorCal departure?
NorCal approach.
Approach? Okay. NorCal approach, Cutlass 6190 Romeo at 1,900 feet.
November 90 Romeo, you're still on tower, contact 120.9.
120.9.
Miles south, northeast bound, 13,500 climbing Airbus. We're looking for that traffic. We'll maintain 13,000, road 22.
NorCal approach, Cutlass 6190 Romeo at 1,900 feet.
Cessna 6190 Romeo, NorCal, remain outside of Bravo.
Outside of Bravo, 90 Romeo. Okay, so let's stay outside of Class Bravo here.
Okay, so
we're over. So we're gonna fly here. We can fly over towards Golden Gate, as long as we maintain below. So we'll keep flying this heading, and below 2,000.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do a turn once we get to those islands. That's Angel Island.
Traffic no factor.
So once we get to Angel Island, we can turn towards Golden Gate.
124.32. 432, 15,000, I was 22 good day. Yeah, 5481, leaving 6,000, proceed direct London.
now you can relax and enjoy the view. Yeah. You see those cranes here on
Yeah.
those were used by what's his face director, Star Wars director in the second Star Wars movie.
Oh, okay.
Original. Do you remember the big robots?
The AT-ATs?
I'm sorry, the what?
The AT-ATs?
I don't remember what they were called, but
Barton,
on that ice planet, those were the robot, the inspiration for the robots.
That explains why there was this picture going around Facebook saying that, like,
I don't descend anymore, just skip it. That's what.
And, it was a picture of cranes like those, and saying, like, am I the only one who sees the robots?
Barton 630.
That's why. It's very sad that ILM was bought by Disney, right?
I think so, yeah. So
they were a good company.
Yeah, next Star Wars will probably, star Miley Cyrus or something. Although I don't think she's with Disney anymore.
Barton 360 open altimeter.
That one is Alcatraz, right?
Yeah. So this is Berkeley here on the Berkeley Marina. We have a lot of ships and whatnot. This is Treasure Island. It's an
481, contact NorCal departure 124.32.
What is this island used for?
It used to be a military thing.
Oh, okay.
360, squawk 4230, ident.
Okay, so we're going to head towards those islands and then towards Golden Gate Middle.
Good morning, departure Legion 1032, 1.5, climbing 15,000.
Legion 1032.
There is special restriction over the bridge?
Not over the bridge.
Legion 1032.
360 radar contact mile east, point San Pablo.
Over Alcatraz.
Okay.
Hold on. I think that was...
NorCal approach, good morning, South 153, 9 for 7 Alpha. Southwest 153, NorCal approach, proceed direct to Oakland. Vector to the visual approach runway 30 to maintain 6,000. Clear to Oakland down to 6,000, Southwest 153. Southwest 153, traffic off your 12 o'clock and 2 miles out, direction 5,000 feet Celsius. Looking South 153.
Redwood 136 with you, 1.9, climbing 10,000.
Legion 10 at 32, turn right 060, proceed direct Linden.
Okay, right turn direct Linden, Legion 1032.
Redwood 136, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
And what's this island called?
15,000, Redwood 136.
That's Angel Island.
Okay.
Sausalito is the city here. It's a very nice city.
Okay.
You should...
You mean the other one?
Yeah, no, this whole thing is like Sausalito.
Oh, okay.
Or at least that section here I see it says Tiburon and Alto. So this is Tiburon, Alto, and that's
okay.
Sausalito. Downtown is nice. You should come visit.
And what's on this one?
On this one, there's nothing. It's just some buildings. I don't know what they are. Military or something used to be probably.
Redwood 136, turn left heading 350 back to sequence over Linden.
Heading 350, Redwood 136.
So just maintain altitude. Don't go any lower.
So we were actually climbing. That's why I put it down a little bit.
Oh, okay. It's a little bumpy here, but...
Is that because of the sea? Like wind from sea? Or?
The breeze coming over those hills probably, they disrupt the flow.
Okay.
NorCal Alaska 319, 1300 up to 10,000.
To 319, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain, flight level 190.
Can a general aviation plane like go and land in SFO, for instance?
Yes, you can. It'll cost you like $200 to land at SFO.
Contact
Oh, okay.
NorCal departure
So they do have user
124.32.
fees.
Yeah, general aviation can land there.
Wait, sorry?
They have user fees, but general aviation can land.
Okay.
Southwest 153, fly heading 110 to maintain
So
5,000.
how do I find out which airports have fees and which don't?
I don't know.
I don't remember if I did
You
set it,
just
but you
call
want
them.
radar contact over
Okay.
altitude at 900 feet.
So maintain.
Redwood 136, proceed direct Linden.
Direct to Linden,
We can head towards the shore. So since we're not transitioning to
Alaska 319, turn left heading
Class
360,
Bravo, he
red
said
left.
stay clear of it.
360 Alaska.
We can transition over the shore, and then we need to descend below 1500 just to make sure that we're not.
39, Redwood 136, contact NorCal departure 124.32.
There's Point Reyes. There's a lighthouse right there. You can see it. That's Point Reyes. That's another nice thing to visit.
Okay.
A lot of containers from China for China. I didn't see the barges though. We should have looked for those.
Alaska 319, direct red plus.
Red plus 319.
And here just, you know, put a heading of maybe like, I don't know, 180 and
Yeah. Just
follow the shore.
going past the beach a little bit so I can
Yeah.
have a nicer view.
Fox today, C1000, climate 10,000.
Red Stripe 219, NorCal departure, radar contact, on maintain 15,000.
Climate 10, 15,000, respect direction.
Okay. Every once in a while, just make sure you check the oil pressures and all the temperatures.
Right.
Temperatures is pretty low, so we can, I think, close all those all the way. Okay.
NorCal Southwest
Now, as we go down,
10,000.
remember that we're reaching the mixture. The mixture you leaned out when we were at 3,000, so 2,000, you need to bring it in now. Look
Direct to Oakland down to 6,000, we'll expect 30, Southwest 4454.
Alaska 319, contact Oakland Center 125.85.
don't descend anymore, just look outside, so when you do this, so, you know, don't get distracted.
Continuing south to Half Moon Bay.
6190 Romeo proceeding towards Half Moon Bay at 1,200.
90 Romeo, may not set a Bravo.
Remain clear of Bravo 90 Romeo.
Southwest 153, contact NorCal approach 125.35.
We are clear of Bravo, right?
We are outside.
South 153.
We are below it.
90 Romeo, contact NorCal approach. Actually, 6190 Romeo, radar contact lost. Better services terminated. Supposed to be apart from the group.
90 Romeo, squawk VFR, frequency change, have a good day. No, leave it on hold.
Okay.
120. But don't, when you do any transition or anything like that, don't focus inside the cockpit, look outside as well. So bring us back to 1200 because we're a little low and
Red Stripe 219, proceed
just
direct
barely we can make a landing on the beach now.
Oh,
So-
there's no beach anymore.
Well, yeah,
Oh, there
whatever.
is ahead. Okay.
So just bring us a little bit to 1200 at least. I don't want to swim. It's pretty cold.
Boat?
No, the water is pretty cold, so
Oh, yeah.
I don't really want to try. So, just go, I would go full mixture here.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, if you look in the manual, it actually says, each manual says something a little different, but usually it says use full mixture below 3,000 feet.
Okay.
So, you know, density altitude
contact NorCal departure on 124.32.
maybe a little higher for us here than what we are doing. So we're indicating 1100, but maybe it's hot, so density altitude could be 16, 1700.
4454,
We're still below the 3,000.
Great.
Fly heading
From
120
here,
down to 5,000, Southwest.
you know, you really want to be able to glide somewhere.
Other than into the rocks.
Yeah, so here there's no more beach and the shore is pretty high. So here we'd actually have to land in the water if anything went wrong.
We're in departure, Redwood 352, 900. climbing 10,000.
I can go to 121.5.
Yeah, so that's another question I had. Isn't 1.5 the emergency frequency?
Yes. So,
Is it? I don't know. At least in Brazil, what we do is we have 123.45, which is when you are not being controlled by anyone, you go to that frequency and just report your position every now and then.
that's the air-to-air frequency.
Yeah.
So we have that here too. It's like what they call it, like the fingers frequency, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you don't really use that unless you want to talk to some friends over an unpopulated area or something, that you
Okay.
make sure that you don't get lost. But 1 to 1.5 is the general emergency frequency, and then especially in this area, someone will be listening to it.
Right. But what I mean is, shouldn't you be report your position on some other frequency?
No.
No.
We are in controlled airspace, but actually,
Could be below controlled airspace.
well, depends. See where the magenta line is. So to the west of the magenta line, 1,200 feet is uncontrolled. To the east, 700 feet is controlled.
Okay.
So we're right on the magenta line right now at 1,100 feet. So you can, if you want to call it, I would say we're still in controlled airspace because we're here at this corner.
Right. So, and by that you mean someone has us on radar and you don't need to report.
Exactly. That's why they have it.
If you had another airplane doing the same as we are, like also not listening to them, then
sure. That's why you have to look out for traffic. But in general, these areas are so determined that they have radar, radar coverage. So if something emergency should happen, then you can talk to someone and someone will know your position. But in general, flying here is not about reporting your position. It's about looking outside for traffic.
Yeah, we usually do both in Brazil. If you're doing a long cross country or something, you hear other people who are close to you.
Yeah. So what we do here is there's Half Moon Bay coming into view right there at the corner, and since we are going to transition close to that airspace, then we report our position because there's traffic around the airport.
Okay.
So we can look at Half Moon Bay. Should be 122.8. And here, since we are outside of the 1500, I would climb a little more. I would climb to 1500 right now because we don't want to interfere with traffic over in the pattern at Half Moon Bay. Where
wouldn't that get us into Class Bravo?
No. We are here.
Oh, okay. So we are past that.
Yeah.
That's 4,000. Okay.
Yeah. So we can climb 1500 now. And see, there's traffic right there.
Yep.
We got 59 and Whiskey Delta turning right, downwind Half Moon Bay. Runway 30.
And here, let me report.
Okay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Cutlass 6190 Romeo. We are 1 mile to the north of the runway at 1,300 and have traffic on crosswind inside. Half Moon Bay will be leaving the area towards the south on the right pattern. So for every traffic position,
Half Moon Bay traffic, arrow 666 Hotel Papa, clear of 30.
Okay, so for every
so is that
traffic
frequency?
position on this frequency, yeah, it's the CTAF frequency, the Common Traffic Advisory frequency. So you call and say, Half Moon Bay traffic, state your positions, your intentions, and then you end with Half Moon Bay. The reason you say it Half Moon Bay at the end as well, because there are a lot of uncontrolled airports sharing the same frequency. So yeah, this is. Have you visited Half Moon Bay?
Yeah. Last week actually.
Yeah, it's It's a big, nice airport.
What is this? Is this an observatory? Or?
I think that's a weather station.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but I don't really know what exactly it is.
We saw it from the distance, so I was like, wonder if that's like a water tower for a golf field or something.
Yeah,
here like
it only says satellite dish, but I don't know what it is.
Half-Moon Bay traffic, WF59, Delta, turning final runway 30, Half-Moon Bay.
So from here, we can cut short over Crystal Springs Reservoir. So let's fly on towards Crystal Springs.
Okay.
And we're going to climb a little bit higher. Look for other traffic which may be incoming from that.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Okay. I just do a cruise climb and we're going to pass in this. This is a good altitude, you don't need to climb any higher. May get a little bumpy over the hills, but the fun thing is with helicopters, when you cross those ridges at like 1500 feet or something like, 200 feet over the ridge, it's a lot of fun.
Must be kind of hard to control, right?
You go slower.
Okay.
So for the airspeed for, turbulent air, you go 65.
Okay.
And in this area, we used to practice a lot of confined area approaches. So, you go and pretend to land somewhere in a valley like this. It's a lot of fun. Or you can actually land. If it's public land, you can land there.
Oh, okay.
As long as nobody sees you.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I was going to ask if it was legal to just...
It's legal to hover 1 inch over it.
Oh.
And if it's public land, you can land there unless it's some, park, national park or something where you have to call.
Or military areas.
Yeah, you have to call for approval for those.
Half-Moon Bay traffic.
Like right here, where those trees are. There's a clearing in between those trees. That's where we did a lot of approaches with a helicopter.
Oh, okay.
We landed there.
Half-Moon Bay traffic, arrows, 6 Hotel Papa,
South,
30,
yeah.
close traffic. Half-Moon Bay.
And here you can start like a cruise descent. So reduce a little bit of
Half-Moon
power.
Bay traffic, WF59, Whiskey Delta, turning right downwind, runway 30, Half-Moon Bay.
Actually, what's the RPM for descent?
Well, it's up to you actually what you want to do. It's I would say if you climb 2000 manifold pressure and RPM anywhere like 23, 24. The higher the RPM, the more fuel you actually end up burning sometimes because you have the engine rotates more. There's more combustion going on.
Okay, so I should probably be reducing it, right?
So you can reduce it like 23. Yeah. But you also don't want to drag too slowly, right? So you just want to be...
Oh, we're doing fine at 130 though.
130 is good. So here there's that's Dumbarton Bridge right there, and then that's 92, and Dumbarton is right at our 12 o'clock.
Okay.
So we're over Crystal Springs Reservoir. Let's go ahead and stay on this side. So keep turning so we don't enter San Carlos airspace. So we're going to stay over Crystal Springs here.
And we just got past a lot of flock of birds.
Half-Moon Bay traffic.
Keep right. We're going to overfly the
Half-Moon Bay.
Actually, sorry. Keep more to the right. Sorry, I just want to make sure we're
Boom Bay traffic.
Staying
Aero 6 Hotel Papa, turning right downwind.
away from San Carlos. And then we're just gonna call San Carlos on 9.0.
Oh, correction 3 Echo Romeo, negative transponder.
Where do we report?
Okay, let me call him.
Yes, we have 1200 Zoom Echo. Calling 3 Echo Romeo, good morning.
That's just 3 Echo Romeo, good morning, and your transponder just came on. Verify altitude, please.
Yes, we 1300.
That's just 8 Echo, correction,
Let's plan to
3 Echo Romeo.
1500 because we're low of those.
That's just 3 Echo Romeo. You're just about a half mile early on your left turn, just before the 92 freeway is where you want to make that left turn at.
Yes, sir, down to 0 Echo Romeo.
That's just 3 Echo Romeo, thank you.
San Carlos Towers, Cutlass 6190 Romeo, 2 miles south of Crystal Springs, 1500, transition towards Palo Alto. Okay, now give us.
Helicopter 32 Tango, contact Palo Alto Tower 118.6, good day.
Palo Alto Tower 118.6, helicopter 32 Tango, thanks.
Cessna 6190 Romeo, San Carlos Tower, ident, say again.
Identing, and we are 2 miles south of Crystal Springs, transition towards Palo Alto at 1500.
Cessna 90 Romeo, ident, observe 4 miles south of San Carlos. Direct Palo Alto will keep you outside of San Carlos airspace. Frequency change approved.
90 Romeo, thank you. Okay.
Cessna 5000 Yankee San Carlos, ground, runway 30, taxi via
Palo Alto. So heading of the, I would say 360.
Cessna 00 Yankee, say again your departure.
Palo Alto.
Fire to include.
3007, left downwind for the spot at our own risk, and it's helicopter 8332 Tango.
Helicopter 8332
Okay,
Tango, rudder.
so see where the Dumbarton Bridge is? Sorry, let's head towards in between there. So let's call Palo Alto Tower, and let me call them. Palo Alto Tower, Cutlass 6190 Romeo. We are 4 miles to the west, northwest, inbound for landing.
With the 4 Sierra Alpha, traffic to follow Cessna, right base.
Looking for the traffic on right base, 47. Traffic in sight, 4 Sierra Alpha.
4 Sierra Alpha, roger. That was 6190 Romeo, Palo Alto Tower, ident.
Identing, and we're 1300, 90 Romeo.
90 Romeo, make left traffic, runway 31, information kilo, current wind 360 at 6, altimeter 3008. Runway 31, UC Scotch for birds. Traffic 11 moving, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, helicopter entering the left downwind for the spot, altitude 1,100.
Negative traffic, will enter left downwind for 3190 Romeo.
Okay, correction, Cutlass 90 Romeo, begin reducing speed. Traffic is 12 o'clock, mile and a half in the left downwind, altitude 1,100, helicopter.
Still negative traffic, we'll reduce speed 90 Romeo.
3 Zulu Kilo, number 2, follow Cessna, mile and a half, final, runway 31, clear for the option.
Okay.
Number 2, runway 31, clear for the option, 3 Zulu Kilo.
And try to maintain this altitude, don't go any lower.
Helicopter 32 Tango, traffic 3 to 4 o'clock, Cessna, mile and a half
You can put
entering
the
the
gear
left
down
downwind,
so we don't hear this annoying noise.
1,200.
Looking for traffic, helicopter 32 Tango.
And we need to be actually at 1500
Cessna 85 Mike, frequency change approved.
over Palo Alto here. The reason is noise abatement for
California 90 Romeo, do you have the helicopter in sight and heading to your left? Altitude 1,100.
negative traffic, 90 Romeo. We'd like to do a right 360.
Oh, it's 90 Romeo, right 360 approved.
Okay. 90 Romeo, we have the traffic in sight now, but we'll still do the 360.
90 Romeo, roger.
Okay, do 360, steeper. Maintain altitude, don't go any lower. So there's a city ordinance that we need to be over 1,500 feet over Palo Alto.
Helicopter 32 Tango, roger.
So you say we have to climb to 1500, right?
Just don't go any lower, but we should be at 1,500.
Letting it climb slowly.
Just keep it here for now, because once we get to 101, we should descend. And yeah, put 10 degrees of flap so we can further slow down.
Degrees of flaps.
Yeah. Now remember, as you take out the power, you also need carb heat. So when previously you took out the power to slow down, especially since we have some visible moisture in the air, it's easy to get carb ice. Okay, so just fly over 101 now. And
Alpha on the parallel contact on 1250
we don't need to climb anymore now because we'll just start descent. Pattern altitude on left side is 1100. So once you pass 101 here, sorry, not 1100, 1000. Once you're over 101.
Cessna 8 Golf Bravo, runway 31, line point traffic, Cessna 101.
Okay, so now you want to do a
runway through and continue
re-landing checklist?
That was for us, right?
No.
No?
I don't think so. 90 Romeo, say again.
90 Romeo, runway through and continue traffic lane position.
90 Romeo, roger.
What did he say?
He said continue traffic holding in position. That's basically just telling us that there's traffic on the runway. It
Cessna Golf Bravo, right traffic going 31 for
doesn't
takeoff.
require any action on our part.
Colors 90 Romeo, number 1, runway 31, clear to land.
Go.
Clear to land runway 31, 90 Romeo.
Okay. So,
Colors 90 Romeo,
re-landing
traffic heading to your left helicopter, proceeding direct to the spot.
90 Romeo, negative traffic.
It's right there.
Traffic inside 90 Romeo.
90 Romeo, roger.
Tower 30 Kilo terminating.
This 30 Kilo, Texas, parked by parallel Kilo, I'm underground.
Okay, so
30 Kilo.
okay.
Flaps open, right?
Car flaps leaving close. Okay, pull on both and look under the wing. Start your base turn. So we keep them closed because you know, low power settings. So power setting should be here, 12 or 13. You don't want to reduce the manifold pressure, right? Because you're going to end up high. So you need to reduce it to like 13. Yeah. Flaps. Okay, gear is down, gas on the carriage, gas on both, undercarriage is out, mixture, prop, and we're good. Final is clear, runway is clear.
Cessna Golf Bravo, number 2, Paul Cullis, 1 mile final, runway 31, clear for the option.
Okay.
Number 2,
Just too fast.
Yeah, you were fast and your nose was very low, so that's why you got a little bit below glide slope, so full flaps. And power you can maintain like 1200 RPM or something, just bring the nose a little higher to slow you down. And that will also give you some altitude. Okay, so keep it there at 65, should be good. Now you can bring power to 12 or 13. Yeah, landing gear is down. Radio flare. Nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up. Hold it there. Ah, fuck. Hold it there. That's why I'm saying nose up.
Up in there.
Okay, well, let's go to the end of the runway. What happened is we hit nose first. That's why I kept saying nose up, nose up. Let's go to the end. We didn't hit hard, but nose first balloons you into the air. As you hit the nose, the tail swings down and it gets you up into the air. So that's what I'm saying. When you're, you have to not stop the flare. So you leveled off over the runway.
Cessna 90 Romeo, takes park by parallel Kilo, monitor. monitor ground.
Park via Kilo, monitor ground, have a good day, 0 Romeo. Okay.
Ground is...
Let's stop. 125.
50?
Yeah. Just it said monitor ground, so we just listen to it. Let's clean up the airplane. So probes off. RPD in.
All flaps go open, right?
Yeah, open. RPD in, mixture out. And take the checklist and verify that you have everything.
Fired, pitot heat off, mixture leave. Up, transponder standby, elevator trim, weather trim, take off. All flaps open.
Okay, let's go. So, not too much power and don't hold the brakes. Yeah, so what happened is, once you level off, you can't stop the flare. You have to keep doing it and keep bringing the nose up. You're trying to maintain that altitude over the runway. So if you let it sink, you'll just end up flat, or like we did now, we even hit the nose wheels first. And as soon as the nose wheel hits first, the tail immediately swings down, increases your angle of attack, and that's why we end up in the air. At that moment, you have two choices. Either go around. If you balloon too high, go around. No question.
Yeah.
If we ballooned a little bit, as we did now, keep the nose high and let it come down on the mains. You may even add a touch of power. So
I would probably have gone around if you hadn't taken the controls.
Yeah, I mean, didn't want to waste time for another turn. It wouldn't have helped you much. But the main point is, you want to, not especially in a Cessna. In a Piper, you can actually put the nose in a certain position and let it sink all the way to the runway. In a Cessna, you have to continuously round your flare and bring the nose up and up and up and up and up until you touch down. As a helicopter taking off. This is the $360 one.
What kind of helicopter do you fly?
Oh, just the Robinson's R22. Like the most common trainer. So we had about 1.0 on the humps. We started at 0.2. As remember, the number was split. Gonna end up at 0.2. Yeah, otherwise, they didn't give us transition to Class Bravo today. But, yeah, if you stay on this circuit, you don't need it. And you have those reporting points that you need to be a little familiarized with. If you're unfamiliar, just say unfamiliar and give us a heading or something, and they'll do that. If they're not too busy, if they're busy, they'll just say, I've had them say, stay clear of Class Charlie as well. So that's pretty much the way you do obey tour. The other option is...
One question, when we were approaching, you called for transition to Palo Alto. What does that mean?
Oh, so when I called them, we were right here.
Yeah.
So we were kind of skirting the edge of their airspace. So I didn't want to enter their airspace. So I want without being in contact with them, right? But the point is, from here, if you go towards Palo Alto, you may be touching their airspace at like in this direction, right? So you just want to call them and say you want to transition through their airspace. And I was saying transition to Palo Alto so that so they know where we're heading. But since we were a little south of their airspace, they just said, you know, transition directly. You don't need to call them. Okay, so swing the tail. Like, okay, add power. Checklist. So you need to work on using more the checklist for, you know, immediately after takeoff, like at 500 feet or 1,000 feet, just make it a habit to bring out the checklist, make sure that everything is done. Same thing for landing. You know, we do flow, we do gumps, but then bring out the checklist, make sure.